Hey there, this is my Rezvani Hercules review, and let's talk about whether or not this truck is worth your time and money. So, starting off, the Rezvani Hercules is available as a Snowrunner DLC for £3.59 or converted accordingly for your own currency, and this buys you one vehicle. So, let's take a look at the upgraded vehicle stats. So, for the engine, I've chosen the 8V 6.2T engine, granting a power to weight rating of A+. Following this, you can either select from the freeway or off-road, or you could have the balanced gearbox if you wanted to, but pick whatever suits your particular needs. But I prefer the freeway gearbox, so this rounds off the remaining stats as B for durability and S for fuel consumption. The Hercules comes with many tyre options, up to 39-inch diameter, with its own unique Rezvani tyres, which are statistically worse than MS1 tyres, but I prefer the look of the unique tyres. And they seem to do alright. So it's a little confusing as to why they would add such unique tyres if they aren't at least going to be on par with the best option, because not everybody wants to use the ugly texture stretched mud tyres. I have the suspension raised for clearance, though to be honest, I think it could be stiffer, because at speed this truck will lean and roll and dip fairly aggressively, resulting in not great handling on roads and undulated terrain. This truck is a 6x4 layout with diff lock always on and all-wheel drive on a toggle, so you can get yourself sorted out if you're ever stuck in a pinch. Diff lock always on and a high gear option is always a solid win, especially with a high revving engine, so it shifts at a good speed, and in 6th gear it's even faster. Standard Scout winch options are available, so slap on that autonomous winch just in case you do roll this thing over. There are a few snorkel options which are very nicely integrated into the bodywork and not just a big plastic pipe sticking out of the bonnet somewhere. And an important thing to note with the snorkel is that it is at the roof level, so you can basically submerge the whole vehicle nearly and keep the engine running. There are 3 add-ons available and you can equip all 3 simultaneously, and these include a roof rack, a trunk repair supplies, and a small roof rack. These 3 combined turn you either into a fully mobile rapid response garage or the ultimate duration scout vehicle, because you will carry 320 litres of spare fuel, which combined with your normal fuel tank of 80 litres is 400 litres, which for a scout is insane. Next you will have 4 spare tyres, and lastly 450 combined repair parts, which is more than enough to get you going again or to fix another vehicle. One thing the Hercules is sorely missing is a tow bar. This game has a distinct lack of scout vehicles that can properly tow a trailer without being bogged down all the time. This truck has the power and the clearance and the bulk to get it done. It could match the R87, for example, but sadly there isn't even a fake tow bar like the car Marshall. For fuel consumption, you're going to be able to drive for days and days with that aforementioned 400 litres of fuel. So flat out, with all-wheel drive on in automatic, you'll be cruising along, chugging about 3.6 litres of fuel per minute through fields, mud and off-road conditions. In the high gear in the same conditions, consumption is down to 1.5 to 2.5 depending on how much the engine's got to work. So it's very reasonable. Without the all-wheel drive on, you'll save about 1 litre per minute. So if you're being very stringent for whatever reason, you might want to only use all-wheel drive when absolutely necessary, but you're pretty much fine to just keep it on. In more treacherous conditions, you may want to equip the full mud tyres or go for chain tyres for ice, but I like to live dangerously, plus the Rezvani wheels do look good. So to summarise, the pros of this truck include great fuel consumption rates, excellent amounts of spare parts and fuel, a very high snorkel, powerful engine, diff lock always on, and it's great for scouting or breakdown recovery. And the cons of this truck include lack of tow bar, no all-wheel drive always on, and the Rezvani tyres are statistically worse than the boring MS1 tyres. So to sum up, it's a 7 out of 10. For me, the Hercules leaves a lot of the other Scout trucks in the dust, mostly due to its size and how the physics engine works, i.e. bigger is better. I do wish that the unique tyres were as good as the MS1 tyres and that it could tow a trailer, so give it more utility. Is this truck worth spending a bit of your hard-earned money on? Well, seeing as there's New Game Plus that's just come out with Phase 8 and the Year 3 Pass is coming, then I'd say yes and recommend this for your future endeavours. So I want to thank you very much for watching. If you found this video useful, then please let me know down below. And if you could give the video a little like, as it really helps the channel out. And have a great day.